Hi, how's it going? Welcome to a new video. I'm Chris, and today we're going to do something very different. Everyone uses ChatGPT to ask questions, look up information, write text for work. Well, not today. We're going to do silly things. All right? So we're going to open ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it some completely absurd and ridiculous requests that I don't even know exactly how it is going to respond back to me. If it's actually going to make a mistake or if it's even going to answer me at all. It's just a test, a spontaneous and totally random experiment just to see what it replies out of curiosity. All right, let's do it. Let's treat it like a challenge. Okay, for the first challenge, number 1, we're going to ask it for a story without the letter A. We're going to write the following to it. We're going to say, write me a story of about 100 words without using the letter A. Of course, I don't know if it's going to be able to do it or if it's really going to tell me no. It's possible. So obviously it seems really complicated to me, so I think it might actually fail there and tell me that it's not possible, that it's impossible. Let's see what it does. Besides, it's something that, normally it responds very quickly, but now it's processing a lot. It's taking its time. Hey, there's a text. Look, in the forest, an old wolf saw a child alone, saw a glimmer among the thing is, then it follows the glimmer soon. Wait. It actually wrote a text without the letter A. I think that's incredible. I really thought it was going to tell me that it couldn't do it. And also, I'm seeing that inside all of it, it wrote something that makes sense. It's true that the last part it wrote says, then they gave shelter to other wolves, dogs, hedgehogs, rabbits. It's a pretty simple story. But hey, we'll accept it. I thought it wasn't going to answer this one. First challenge overcome for the AI. Let's see. Challenge number 2. We're going to ask it to invent the worst restaurant in the world. I have the prompt ready here. We're going to tell it, design the worst restaurant in the world. Give it a name, create the menu, and explain why no one would want to eat there. Okay? The name of the restaurant is going to be The Last Bite. Slogan, if you survive, come back if you dare. Okay? It already sets the mood for you. The chairs have one leg shorter and wobble. The music is a mix of drills, crying, seagulls, and an alarm clock that goes off every 30 seconds. The air conditioning only works in winter, and the heating only in summer. Wow, this is really something, huh? On the contrary, the waiters disappear just when you try to ask for the bill. Well, hey, that's not so bad because if you don't pay, well, look at that. The menu. Starters, salads, surprises. The surprise is finding a fresh leaf. Bread from yesterday or last week. Hard as a rock. Main courses. Invisible spaghetti. The plate arrives empty. Undercooked chicken. So undercooked it still seems to be. No, I'd rather not go, okay? Pineapple pizza with anchovies, licorice, and Brussels sprouts. Desserts, ice cream, either cold or lukewarm, melts before it gets to the table. Elastic flan, it bounces if you try to cut it. Drinks, sparkling water without bubbles. Soda shaken for 5 minutes. Decaf coffee with a fishy taste. This is for real. Why would anyone want to eat there? You never know if your food will arrive or if it will come from another table. The chef cooks by following internet tutorials backwards. The menu changes every 5 minutes because inspiration can't wait. If you ask for the bill, you first have to complete an escape room. Well, in short, El Último Bocado is the only restaurant where leaving hungry is considered the best possible experience. An escape room of... Careful, huh? Careful, because from here, an escape room could be created. Sometimes people actually like these disastrous things, Careful. Business idea, let's see. Well, honestly, I wasn't expecting this kind of restaurant, but hey, it's a lot of fun. By the way, if you're enjoying these kinds of experiments, please subscribe to the channel. If you end up liking the video, leave a like and drop a comment with a question or a ridiculous challenge you'd give us to see if people are really able to answer us, and that way we can do... Welcome back to our second video where we continue exploring these creative challenges. Alright, moving on to challenge number 3. Let's crank up the difficulty level and make things a whole lot more complicated. It's saying... Let's put in this specific prompt and carefully examine the unique results it generates for us. And let's see, the prompt is, design the absolute worst restaurant in the entire world. Give it a memorable name, create a full menu, and explain in detail exactly why no one would ever want to eat there. Oh, no, 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 sorry. Sorry, I pasted the wrong one. All right, Isma, the prompt is as follows, okay? I'll start over. For challenge number 3, we have invent a new animal. Let's see what it comes up with for this. So let's see, we paste the prompt, which would be create a mixed animal, an elephant, an eagle, an octopus, a tiger, and a penguin, and describe what it would be like and what abilities it would have. So in this case, I told it which animals to use, but we could have left it open to see what it would have done. But anyway, now it's creating an image for me directly. Let's see what it does, because not only will it have invented an animal, but it will probably have given it a name, things like that. Because usually when you tell it to create something, it tends to give it a name or provide a brief explanation. Well, let's see what it does. Well, as I was saying, it's about to start. It gives us 2 options to choose from. Whichever one we like best. And as I told you, I suspected it was going to give us... I really love the name and the specific characteristics it provides, because that's something it always does so well. And I really like it, because in the end, it creates the character in an incredibly high level of intricate detail. Let's choose this one, okay? It named it the Facultipo, the king of the 5 elements. And it gives you a specific arrow for each thing. These are elephants, eagles, and it tells you exactly what each animal contributes, that is, what specific virtue from each animal the Facultipo possesses. It lists the unique abilities, the weaknesses, and also gives you its grand mission: to protect the vast oceans, the skies, and all of nature with great intelligence and a lot of style. What did you think of this? I find it very interesting because it can generate brand new ideas, for example, to create, I don't know, a comic book, or perhaps a story for children who have a lot of imagination. This is truly wonderful. When I was little, I used to draw whatever came to my mind. Nowadays, you take this tool, write it down, and it brings to life exactly what you're thinking. I think it's absolutely wonderful, especially for a child. When I was little, I wish something like this had existed. I think it's super, super fun. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which would be challenge number 4, which is create an impossible sport. Let's go to the next prompt, which is invent a completely new sport with rules so absurd that it seems totally impossible to play. Okay, it's a bit long, but I'll give you a quick summary. The summary is, the sport is called Extreme Octopus Ball. If you understand the rules, you've already lost. Score 13.5 points before the rival team. No, I mean the rival team, but only in the odd minutes of the match. It gives you the players the absurd rules, the total duration, and exactly why it would be impossible to play. Because no one would remember all the rules, the teams would be constantly changing, the referee would be more confused than the players, and time would be lost imitating chickens, flamingos, or seals while trying to score with a balloon. In other words, what it says makes no sense at all. So in the end, it really is creating what I'm asking it to. In the end, within all the craziness, ChatGPT understands us. And now let's move on to the ultimate challenge and do the final task, which would be the following. Invent a planet where gravity doesn't exist and explain how people would live, what things would be like, how cars and animals would be. Here it goes. The planet would float. It would float. There's no gravity, everything floats. People, trees, rivers, mountains, even the clouds. How do people live? They wear a magnetic belt that they can activate to stay still, blah. What are the houses like? The houses are huge transparent spheres connected by floating tubes. What are the cars like? They don't have wheels, they're small and such. What are the animals like? Sky whales, balloon rabbits, comet lions. And what is nature like? The trees have roots that intertwine with each other. Let's ask it to make us an image. Make me. An image summarizing all of this. That way it will be much more visual than all the text it gave me, which I find very interesting, the great capacity for invention it has. I had my doubts about whether it would create everything we told it to, but yes, I see that it does. I have to admit that ChatGPT hasn't managed to go crazy. I mean, it's really doing what I'm asking it to do. So I'm surprised because I didn't have all my hopes pinned on this, but I see that it does work. Let's see the last challenge. Now we finally have the visual image of what this planet would look like. I love the illustrations it makes. Honestly, I swear, I think they're super top notch. As you can see, here we have the planet, what it would look like visually. I mean, just as it's being described to us. The cars, it tells us about the animals it created, what they would be like, that there's no gravity. It tells you about all the elements here. To summarize it all visually, I personally think it's absolutely mind-blowing because now, for example, all the text is much denser, but when you see the vibrant and detailed image, it's super clear. Plus, I think it's exceptionally wonderful for creating things like imaginative children's stories. It's just the absolute best tool out there, honestly. And now, it's finally your turn. Please write down in the comments the hardest challenge you can possibly think of. Wow. We could definitely make a part 2 of this video, thank you, and really put it to the ultimate test to see if we can actually drive it crazy. And that's it for today. I'm Chris. Thank you so much for joining us in these videos. I truly appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the very next one. Big hugs to everyone.